Now people are going to get the idea that I know how to cook. You don't want that. We'll have days where we'll have 3 calls in one day, and then we'll have 2 weeks without a call. I didn't know anything about being a chief. It's a small community. There's not really like a working up through the system. My name is Willie Harper. I am the fire chief of the Oso Fire Department. I've been the fire chief since 2012, which was 2 years before the landslide.
There's like a mudslide and everything's gone. The houses are gone. We watched hundreds of trees come falling. I'm on Steep Post Road, Highway 530.
10:45, the call came in for a roof in the middle of the road. Kind of a strange call to get, but it wasn't a real big call as far as what I could tell on the pager.
And there has been a huge landslide, and it's pushed the house all the way across the road.
I was thinking to myself, if there's a roof on the road, I might need to cone off the road. You never know who's around on Saturdays. They're all volunteers, so they got family stuff.
Basically, it's for a single engine response, that they have water in the roadway and that a part of a building, and so it's like, okay, a little slide, something has blocked the highway.
Wow, it's really flooding.
And as I pulled over the hill and down into where the road was blocked, nothing really made sense.
There is a structure out in the middle of 530. We'll be investigating.
I had recognized it from a barn that was off to the south of the highway. We're getting on the radio and asking questions and not really getting any information.
We're hearing cries from somewhere over there. Are you guys hearing them from your end?
I'm Sergeant Rocky Oliphant with the Washington State Patrol. I was the first trooper on scene of the Oso landslide. So I was on I-5. I was actually checking for speeders. So I was the only one headed out there. And so I came around a corner. I'll tell you that when I arrived on that scene, it was an overwhelming feeling for me. I tried to get over my radio to tell my dispatcher what was going on.
He's going out for search and rescue helicopters. This is a major event here, and we're going to need additional resources.
You could start hearing on the voices, well, where are you? We don't see you.
I want you to go to the end of Whitman Road and see if you can see the people that are trapped on the other side of the water.
Back and forth, and all of a sudden you kind of realize, well, if they're not able to see or make connection to each other physically, this is much bigger than any of us realized.
And at one point, I stepped on a log that gave way, and I went in and pulled that back out and just drenched in mud. You know, in the moment, you're just trying to do everything you can to help.
It was at that point that we heard a guy yell from the mud, hey, there's a baby out here. And we all kind of looked at each other and we're like,
I'm setting out one victim, appears to be about a 6-month-old baby. Red.
One of my buddies that was there, a civilian, he said, well, I'm going in to help. And I looked at one of the other firefighters and said, well, if he's going in, we're going in. And so we started into the mud. We had no idea the spread of it or the depth and the magnitude. The other guy that was firefighter that was with me crawled up on top of some trees, and I said, what do you see out there? And he goes, nothing. I'm like, what do you mean nothing? What about the houses or the highway or whatever? He goes, there's nothing. At some point, we finally figured out that we're about a mile apart, and that's when it kind of made us realize how big this thing was.